Hi, I'm Amanda Freed, and I'm here at the core at La Encantada, and we're live streaming to bring you all the classes that you love and have come accustomed to in your personal health and wellness, and we're so grateful to have you. So for the past month or so, we've been on a new format, so we're live streaming now. You can also catch us on tmcaz.com, the Core La Encantada Facebook page, and YouTube. So just can't get enough of us, and we just can't get enough of you. I was just sitting here at the core, kind of looking at the screen that my workshops used to be up on. I'm addicted to doing keynote speeches, and so I do so miss being in your presence. But I'm so grateful to be able to share with you in this way. So we're coming to the kind of mid-end of November, and this month's theme was Ready, Steady, Sit, because I know that so many of us are ready to sort of go. All right, I'm done with staying in my house. I'm done with not seeing friends, movies, going to restaurants, and we're so ready to go. But know that the last part of that is we still need to sit. We still need to turn in and be really cautious and careful with ourselves, because 2020 isn't over. There's a virus out there, and it's the numbers are climbing again. Not to be the harbinger of bad news, but it's true. So we get this extra opportunity to turn our attention in, to be with ourselves just a little bit longer. And most of us, and I would love for you to share, if you come on, you can type some comments in, you can connect with us. Share what gifts that you've been given from turning in. What has this time, how has it benefited you? I know it's been really difficult. We've lost loved ones. Some of us have been ill, and my heart goes out to each and every one of you. But there have been boons of this time. There have been gifts of that turning the attention in, and I'd love to hear more about it. You can send questions as well. And so I had an interesting experience that I'll share with you this morning. I was talking to a friend, and kind of took on, or was ready to take on, something that they were going to do. I told somebody something personal, and I was afraid they were going to tell it to somebody else, and I wound this whole thing up in my head about what they were going to do. And within a few minutes, I thought, well, I can't control that. They're going to do what they're going to do. And I just let it go that quickly. And my friend happened to be with me, and she was like, wow. And I go, well, that's what 20 years of meditation will do for you. And so it's okay that we sort of take on, for a moment, these ideas, these feelings, these anxieties. But what we can do is sort of taste it. In Sanskrit, in yoga, there's a word, it's rasa, and it's like the taste. So when you take on something that's not yours, somebody's stress, somebody's energy, or the worry about what they might do or what they might think, just bring it in for a moment and give it a little taste and see if it tastes good or it feels good. Most of those things feel really bad. And so if it doesn't feel good, see if you can let it go. And that's what we're going to meditate on today. So we're going to sort of bring some awareness in. We'll give it a little go. We'll give it a little taste. And if you don't like it, we're going to spit it right out. So we'll just let it go. And, how many times do? We swallow down emotions. We swallow down responsibility that's not really ours. So this is a really nice practice to just remember that if it doesn't feel good, we don't actually have to take it in. And that goes for watching too much news or hearing the other opinions of others. We just actually don't have to. We can create lovely boundaries for ourselves where we get to create this aura, this world of joy, of bliss. You deserve that. So let's practice. So go ahead and find your comfortable seat, whatever that means to you. So you don't have to be sitting on the floor or in some artificial posture of any sort. Just find a comfortable space for yourself. If you can turn your phone off, or just the sound of your phone off, that would be great. If you can maybe close a door. Remember not to go into a meditation if you're driving. You can listen to this. They're all recorded later. So find your comfortable seat and just allow the eyes to close down gently. When we close the eyes, we're already creating a boundary. We're already saying, when my eyes are open, I take in everything that is in my surroundings. Right? I might be looking at some chipped paint or some furniture or some dust, some things I don't like. When I close my eyes, I get to decide what I take in. And I allow myself to turn the attention in to someplace clean and sweet and kinder. So there's no images, and you might have some shots of light or some images left over that are passing before your inner vision. That's fine. We don't have to hold on to them. We can let them go. And then once you settle that boundary of the vision, we'll connect with the breath. And we take that breath in, and it's sweet and it's nourishing. And this is what the body does. The body will hold what it needs of that breath and expel what it doesn't. The body, the breath, does that very naturally. The mind, not so much. The emotions, not so much. So let's spend a few more moments with the breath and kind of take a cue from the breath. So when we breathe in air. It's got a few components. It's got oxygen that we need. It's got a little bit of hydrogen. There's tons of stuff in the air, right? But your body will really sort of nicely filter that out. So we take in what feeds us, that the cells are being nourished, that the blood is getting oxygenated, and we expel what we don't need. But what we're expelling is what the trees need. So that's not even garbage, right? Might not be useful to us, but it's useful to something or somebody else. This is also a good practice for us right now. Like when we think about breathing in, we know there might be some germs around, so we can think about, I'm only going to breathe in what's beneficial to me. Now that's not to say don't protect yourself, don't wear a mask, absolutely do. I'm a strong believer. But we can also fortify ourselves with our thoughts. So I take in, I breathe in that which is healthy for me. I expel that which I don't need. I inhale that which supports my good health. I exhale that which is not healthy for me anymore. So the breath is this beautiful tool, and it's so much more powerful than we understand. And we can take our tools, our information from that breath. And today, we can take the tool of release from the breath. We'll work with the muscles of the body for a few minutes now. Allow the low jaw to release. So any tension that might be held in the jaw, if you just allow the low jaw to just fall away from the upper jaw and even slide back slightly, we can release so much tension around the mouth, around the jaw, even the base of the skull right there. We'll release at the same time. And that leaves a clearer pathway for the breath. And then if you lower the chin slightly, you can elongate the neck and release any tension you're feeling at the sides of the neck. We can do the same with the skin of the forehead. Allow the skin of the forehead to be smooth and relaxed. The eyebrows might fall or even slide out toward the temples. We allow the shoulders to release. Allow the arms to hang heavy by your sides. And just let the hands fall into the lap however they do, palms up or palms down. Whatever happens naturally is fine. And then for a moment, let's bring the awareness to the low belly. When you inhale, allow your low belly to expand and be full. We do a lot of holding in that area. We think flat bellies are priceless in our society. Let it go. Think Buddha belly. Think softness. As well, allow the hips to be heavy into the seat beneath you. Allow the leg muscles to release. Feet soften. No work to be done there. And as you bring the attention back to the breath, just feel what it feels like to be in your body right now. Now your mind will get distracted every so often. It's fine. Bring the attention back to the body. Notice if there are any areas that need a little more attention. You might think, wow, I released my jaw before, but it's tight again. Just go back. Release it again. Or the shoulders are back in their story. Then again, just feel what it feels like to be in your body right now, in this state, where we're not holding any tension. We may feel a certain amount of freedom in the body right now. Now we can bring our awareness to a thought, a memory, a situation, something pleasant. Somebody said something really kind to you or showed you a kindness or compassion. And you can take that in and just notice how that feels. You might even feel a warm feeling in your body. You might feel a warmth around the heart center. Allow yourself to really take that in. A compliment. Sometimes we shoo compliments away. Somebody says something kind and we go, no, no, no. See if you can take something like that in, even to yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are, or what a good job you did, or how loved you are. Just notice what it feels like when you take that in. And those things you can actually draw pretty deep in. You can stay with them for a little bit. Notice how there's no more tension produced in the body when you bring in something positive, something loving, something light. It's kind of a warm glow in the heart. And now just for a moment, less time for sure, just bring to mind, it's easy I know, something, maybe somebody said something that didn't feel good, or you saw something that didn't feel really good, and just for a moment, as if it was a taste on your tongue, just taste it. Get the rasa and go, oh, that doesn't taste good, that doesn't feel good, and exhale it out. Don't draw it in. Let it go. Notice if you do draw it in, there might be some tension in the body. There might be kind of a chilly feeling. Then use your exhale to release. So we get to decide. If something doesn't taste good, if it doesn't feel good, use your exhale to release it and let it go. And again, we inhale that which supports us. And we exhale that which is not for our highest good. And we can do this practice a few more times in your own time. Bringing in something that feels really good, something you can celebrate. It might even be a food that somebody made for you that just felt very warming and nurturing. Throughout the day, we'd like to bring in and allow in as many of these beautiful experiences as possible. Maybe you saw a beautiful sunrise or sunset. Maybe you had a beautiful experience with an animal or a child or a friend. Sometimes just tea with a friend. So bring in an experience, a feeling, a taste, and allow it to bathe you in joy. Sit with joy. Sit with comfort. Sit with your warm heart. Notice how the breath flows when you're in that space. If thoughts sneak in, or something that doesn't feel good or taste good sneaks in, it's okay, recognize it. You don't have to push it away or judge yourself over it. Just recognize it. Oh, there's that thing. Let it go. Your thoughts and feelings can be like clouds in the sky. And if we don't hang on to them, they will float by and eventually dissipate. So give yourself that image if it helps. Hold on, embrace that which is nurturing, feels good, and simply release that which is uncomfortable, painful, difficult. And at this time, you can check in. Is there anything else? Anything lurking in the recesses that needs to be released? Anything else that needs to be celebrated? Then deepen the breath. Focusing on the inhale to allow the awareness to come back up to the surface, back into the room that you're in. Go slowly. You can start to stretch gently. And we'll slowly begin to blink the eyes open. You never want to come out of meditation too quickly. You always want to allow yourself, allow your nervous system time to readjust into your surroundings. And you might look around the room and notice my vision has changed a little bit. It might be more clear or less clear. Less clear to the obvious things, but more clear to an energy or something like that. So know that you can return to these meditations again and again. know that you deserve joy and you get to engage with that as much as possible. I'm Amanda Freed. It's been an honor and a pleasure being with you today. Next month, we're winding down 2020 and looking up toward 2021. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.